Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex back with another part of our Redfall Let's Play. Last time we left off, we did a couple little missions. We went and helped Anna deliver her baby. She'd been sacrificed to, well, she was an attempted sacrifice to a vampire by her boyfriend or husband, Joe, who we incidentally had tried to save his brother and blew him up in a barrel. Not proud of that one. Um, and then we went to look in on a pastor that one of the residents of this place wanted us to look into. I will admit I'm not quite as attached to these people as I was to like Reverend Ava back in the old place. But she wanted us to look into a pastor, and we kind of called it from the moment we figured out what the quest
Hey,
was, that he
sweetheart.
was going to be a vampire in the attic, and he was, and we murdered him. Now let's see what Nurse Tran has for us.
Hey, can
Are
you,
you fucking with
can
me?
you do something for me? If it's not too much to ask, I mean. My mother died a few months before all this happened. I didn't, well, she loved birds. Taught me to love birds, too. She kept a book, a reference guide. When she died, I wanted more people to appreciate the birds here, so I put the book in the mini book house in Brighton Bay. I had to leave behind a lot when things became the way they are. If you can find it, I'd like to have that book back. If that's okay. Please, it's all I have left of her. I can't. They need my help. They do. I can still help.
What? I'm sorry, what was that? All right. So, if you remember the last episode, the pastor had talked about how Bloody Tom was whispering in his ear the whole time. I'm pretty sure that's what we just saw. He is going to be taken over by Bloody Tom, or something's going to happen with him because he is currently being spoken to by Bloody Tom. I'm calling it right this second. And I would not, if I had not read just a little bit of the pastor's journal back in his home, where he talked about Bloody Tom whispering in his ear. All right, so where are we going? Okay. Of course, on the edge of a vampire nest. That's all right. We can head up to our safe house here and hoof it over there to get the book back. I would be a hypocrite if I did not say that this also seems like a very useless mission, much like I claimed about Connie in the last episode, where she was sending us on, a bullshit thing, and I was mad that she plays with squirrels and all that. Like, you got to be focused on survival at times like these. At the same time, Nurse Tran poses a much more important role in this society. He is a nurse. He might be the only medical trained person we have in this whole zone. So keeping him at his best is actually super important and at a premium. That's my thought process on why this is a little better than Connie. I think I'm just trying to justify hating Connie because she looks weird. Not like her. She's a weird person. She doesn't look weird. I wouldn't judge people off their looks much. But yeah, so that's my way of justifying going after Tran's book right after saying that I should not go after Connie's every little whim when we're trying to survive. He is our medical professional and he needs to be at the tippy toppy of his game. All right, we hear. Oh, it's one of those leashes, anglers. That's what they're called. Yeah, I called them a leash yesterday to my friend. I got him to start playing the game, and he's having a great time with it. I'm glad that it's not just me. I'm glad that once people look past the hate that the game is getting, they do see a solid game in the background. I think this is going to be one of those games where 2-3 years from now, when people have just naturally better computers, they're going to come back and they're going to play it and they're going to be like, oh, this was a lot better than we gave it credit for. The book may be nearby. Are you asking me to look just in this random area for a book? Just in general, in the area. That's what I'm being requested of right now. Like needle meat haystack.
I'll find someone tonight. Someone special. Someone beloved. Oh, what's this?
We're gonna turn the corner and just start popping him in the head. I would like to thank him for teleporting himself out of the blue area instead of into it, as into it would have caused much more of a problem. That was not a pro gamer move on his part. Well, we got a bird hunting list, but we don't have the bird watching book. Or was that the book? No, it's just a list. Alright, we need to go to Brighton Bridge, which means we need to traverse right through the vampire nest. Lovely. Lovely. Every time I hear the word lovely, so you know there are certain words that you associate with like a specific piece of pop culture. Like, I think the most common one and the one everyone will understand is the word beautiful. If you try to spell it, I spell it like Ace Ventura, B-E-A, beautiful, every time. That's just...
I need a smoke. What is it?
That's just, you know, what pops into my head. But I was a really big fan of... It's a vampire. I was a really big fan of MASH through my entire middle school, so a good 3 or 4 years of my life. I spent every single night going to sleep watching MASH on DVD. I had a tiny little DVD player on my bed that I would... oh, no, we're not into the mist. I had a tiny little DVD player on my bed that I would watch MASH. I had the whole box set, and I would throw a DVD in at like 9 p.m., and then I would just watch that DVD until I fell asleep. Over those 3 years, I watched MASH a total of 7 times. I watched MASH like people watch The Office. Well, anyway, just to get to the point I was trying to make, there's an episode where the pastor, Father Mulcahy, the father, I guess, not the pastor, is doing that part where he says something and people say something back to him, or they repeat what he's saying in a sing-songy voice, and you know they get done singing and he goes, lovely, and then Radar goes, lovely, thinking that he's still singing. So anyway, whenever I hear the word lovely, that's what I think of, and I can't help but hum lovely to myself. Much like I can't help but spell beautiful to myself that way. Why is it always such nice words? Lovely, beautiful. I need a fun way to say glamorous. I love the word glamorous. Of course there's red mist on the bridge. What am I supposed to do about that? I think I just have to run through the mist on this one. Because I think the only other option is to go to the other side, and I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just not. I refuse. Like, I'll form a union first. Oh, you just go this way. Look at that. No red mist. Thank you. Oh, boy.
We here?
Yeah, we rocked them. Alright, so... Oh, come on.
Shit!
We were doing great until that happened. Alright, so it's here somewhere. It's below. Tell me it's actually under the bridge and I had no need to come here.
I feel a nest.
Good.
Oh, it makes my skin crawl.
So is it under the bridge or is it just
The
down
monsters
a bit?
like draw power from that thing. Any I run into here will be real nasty.
I'm just looking down here to see if there's anything I need to worry about. I could probably just take the drop, right? Or is it not going to be all the way down? It's just going to be down a little bit. So this is just a better sniper rifle, but it doesn't do increased head damage, and I think mine does, right? Yeah, mine does 25% bonus head damage, and truly the only reason that we take it is to get headshots, so... Once again, double sniper rifle. Oh, yeah, there's the book. Alright, if you get that weird pit in your stomach when you see falling, even in video games, look away for a second.
Oh,
We're good.
shit!
Cool. Got the book back. And we will head back to Nurse Tran's office now and give him back that book. And maybe extort some money from him for our services. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of some random shows. I mean, I've got the big ones like The Office and MASH and stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of other shows that I've watched and I've really appreciated. And with an E on Netflix, phenomenal. Especially if you're in a bad place in your life like I was when I first watched it. It just made me appreciate the air and the outside a lot more than I was. Now this actually might be more damage than our current sniper. I just want to take a look here. So, looking at this, if mine does 25% bonus head damage at 400, and let's round down to 450, that's roughly 112 extra head damage, so that's roughly 560, 570 damage. So this sniper, even without that perk, is doing more, plus the extra 10 damage it does normally, so this is for sure a pickup. Gotta be able to do quick math, guys. It's important. So let's replace that with that, and then replace this with that, and salvage the other ones. Quick math, guys. Alright, oh yeah, we still haven't finished the quest. Let's go give Nurse Tran his book back. I went to look at guns and got sidetracked. As one does, as an American does.
You found it. I mean, thank you. Yes. My mother took notes. It has a list of all the birds we spotted on Redfall. Yellow-rumped warbler, scarlet tanagers.
It looks like he's got another quest, so I'm not just sitting here to listen to him name birds.
That's boring.
It is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But it means a lot that you do this for me. Thank you.
Now, does he have another one for me?
You know that I
I used to work at Twin Tree. I am a nurse practitioner. We never had many patients at a time, but Miss Whisper, she was experimenting on them without their knowledge. It was... I didn't want to. I never did anything. I should have. Their files are still there. All their health records, their names, their addresses. I don't know what those cultists would do with that, but it wouldn't be good. Could you make sure they don't get their hands on them? Bring them here, if you can. I'd appreciate it.
Now, this is a much more reasonable request. It's not, hey, go get a book for me. It's, hey, go get these medical records that we'd rather keep out of the hands of some random cultists. That I can appreciate and understand. I actually have poked my head into this area, so in that other episode where I was at the Smith farm and there was the candle in the window, I didn't just stand there for 20 minutes. I actually ran around and, just did some general running around things, picked up some loot and stuff. But I did poke my head over into this office complex. So I kind of know what the entrance at least looks
Are we
like.
all just waiting to die? No, I can't.
I mean, we're all just waiting to die all the time, aren't we? Isn't that just the human condition? Like, death is always on the horizon, whether it comes in 70 years or 2, right? Like, at some point, game over. Can't really do anything about it. That's why you gotta make the most of your time while you have it. That's why I stopped putting it off and started doing this channel. I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel. Because once again, I have a pretty good gift for just mindless chatter, and I feel like that's a really big part of doing these kinds of Let's Plays, is just the ability to just talk on. Oh, I see you too. I'm gonna see your heart in a second, son of a bitch.
Can't you do better than that?
Oh my god, okay, I see you. Respect where respect's due. You got me. I'm seeing a safe house symbol, it's down?
I am unstoppable.
Okay. Like, straight down? Is there a cave system? Okay. We'll find it eventually, because we will have to go get a bunch of the safe houses done so that we can get the skulls to kill Bloody Tom and Miss Whisper, which I would like to do, maybe not in the same episode, because I've actually noticed, looking at how much my videos are getting, that the Bloody Tom episode, or no, the Hollow Man episode, sorry, randomly is just significantly more views than every other video on my channel. Or like most of them. It's really weird how some videos will only have like 7 views, and then the next video in the series has like 30 views. which makes me wonder why people are viewing them out of order like that. I'm not going to headshot him, because if I headshot him, he'll go down, and I won't be able to get to him in time before he picks himself back up. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take him on head-to-head here. I do see the one vampire up here. Oh, where was he? He was over here somewhere. Must have moved. There's also a little shed up there. I wonder if there's something in there. Too many places for me to check. We will absolutely check them all eventually. There's the guy that I was seeing. Oh. Well, damn it. I didn't realize that this would one-shot the 3 health bar vampire from a distance, right? Oh yeah, that was ideal. That was ideal. There we go. Dude, we're too good. We're too good. You gotta stop us. You gotta ask us to stop nicely. That's how you gotta do it. You can't just say, hey, stop. You gotta be like, hey, sir, would you please stop murdering me and my friends? And then I'll say no. Because it's fun. What is this, though? Oh, just another brochure. I should probably just turn the light on. I kind of forget I have a flashlight at times. Also because T is just a little far away from my finger to feel natural. So we're going to head to the top here first. Although I have a feeling we actually have to come up here at some point for the quest. But I want to come up here just in case so I don't miss out on whatever's here. Because this looks really cool. Oh, why is this barrier here? I kind of would want the view. Alright. Let's go get the medical records. Just kick the door down. Dick swinging everywhere. What does Bert Kreischer say? He's cocked and glocked. He likes to walk around his house naked with his shotgun. Excuse me. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here? Oh my god. Significantly more damage, slightly worse rate of fire, way better reload speed, better mag size, 1 less pellet per shot. But increased accuracy while moving, and the only time we use the shotgun is when we are moving and up close with a vampire. And way better reload speed on the perk as well. Yeah, fuck it, let's go for it. What could go wrong? Nothing can go wrong. The safe is opened elsewhere. Is there a button? Yeah. Guys, I swear to God, I'm not looking this shit up. I don't know this beforehand. I just... God damn. That's funny. I just thought to myself, like...
I was a little girl when it started. Doing what I could to help folk live after the family died. I wanted the world to be my family.
Look into 3 different people. I just thought to myself, like, if I had a secret button to open a safe, where would it be? And the safest place for it to be is under the desk, because there should be nobody besides the person whose office this is behind the desk. So if you ever found someone anywhere beyond, like, this point on either side of this desk, you would know that something was weird and they might have gone in the safe. A double action revolver? I don't know what that means. I'm so put off from the pistols in this game, honestly. Alright, where do we need to go? Oh, cool, and we just picked up this fast travel point. That's actually pretty sweet. Alright, let's go rip through these houses. We're doing more for Mr. Tran. Because he's not Dr. Tran, he's a nurse. Mr. Tran. Nurse practitioner Tran? Is there a... I mean, I get that, you know, nurses deserve the respect and all that. I'm not trying to say that they don't have a cool title or anything, but is there, like... Is there any... a formal way to refer to nurses, or would it just be like Nurse Tran? My mom was an X-ray tech. People would go around calling her X-ray tech Karen. Her name was also Karen, by the way. She was obviously named long before the whole thing with the name Karen came along. And I've done very well to not make a Karen joke around her, because that would obviously just be, in general, disrespectful. But it is kind of funny. She's had Karen tendencies in the past as well. Boom. So we upgraded all of our guns in the last 2 or 3 episodes, which was nice. What's higher? He's in there? I see him through the window. Oh, I'd love to get a shot through the window. Oh, tell me I can get him through the window. There might be more of them. Is he going to come out the door? Or is he going to go down the stairs? I kind of like playing this game of cat and mouse. Oh, he's going to come out the door. Both of them are going to come out the door. Do it. Do it. Bro, what the fuck? Alright. We're going to go loud. We're going to go loud for the sole purpose of trying out this new shotgun. So we're going to home invasion. This makes me think of Rainbow Six Siege, actually. But we're going to home invasion the shit out of this.
If I don't find you, then they will. Found another one to do.
Clear. Room clear. Oh, blood bag. Not person. Oh, that person became a blood bag. Okay. Hello?
How do I get this dust out of my clothes?
Somebody get up!
There is nobody here. I've literally murdered all of your friends. Who's the Tarkov streamer who spits on people when she kills them? It's an E. It starts with an E something. I used to watch her a lot. I played Tarkov for a little while. I got too ragey whenever I died because that game was very intense. But she was always very funny to watch. I really would like a scope for this gun. I think that could have been a little, just something that gives the game a little extra layer. Maybe have attachments for guns that you can find. So that you could, you know, if you found a gun you really liked, but it maybe didn't have, like, a foregrip that helped with recoil or the scope you wanted, you could, while salvaging other guns, like, potentially get a piece off of that gun, and then you could use those. I just think it'd be a cool mechanic is all. It's also a mechanic that I've thought about for Borderlands, because I've said it before, but I'm a huge Borderlands fan. And so I've really thought heavily about what I want in the next big Borderlands game, because Wonderlands, while fun for being like a D&D style kind of game, and that was just cool in general,
There's a safe house.
it definitely did not live up to expectations all the time, right? So I thought about maybe a way to like grind your guns like they had in the pre-sequel, where you could put a couple guns into the grinder and they'd spit out a different gun. Instead, you put a couple guns or a gun into a grinder and maybe use like, you know, moonstones, iridium, whatever the premium currency is in that game, to have a high chance at getting a perk or a specific weapon attachment off of the gun. No, I just thought that could be a cool mechanic. But it could work in this game too, because they even call it salvaging the guns. So it would make sense.
There's more.
What? What? Where? Who? Who did I miss? Oh, fuck you guys. Oh, he's gonna become a vampire. And we've summoned... Alright, that's a siphon. Just murder him? Please? Can I just murder him? Thank you. Alright, we've got med packs this time, so let's heal up while we wait for the Rook. We'll summon Jason, we'll just take the Rook down. It'll be fine. Come on, dude. Yo, I don't got all day, Mr. Rook. Come on. Let's get this shit over with. I hear him. There he is. Oh god, I got blocked. Alright, we're gonna kite him around this backyard. Next time he gets close to us, we're gonna summon Jason. Alright, he's gonna zap around the area, so we just gotta keep moving. Oh, great. Oh, I thought we were getting right in that zap. Alright. Do we even need Jason? Do we even need Jason? We do not, bitch. I think that one time was a fluke. The Rook's kind of been our bitch all these other times. I think we just didn't run enough in that last one. Oh, I didn't even realize you picked up assault rifle. Significantly lower fire rate, increased headshot damage, increased weapon damage, increased accuracy, lower mag size. You know what? Just because it is a legendary, I'm gonna give it a shot, but I may not like it all that much, so we may go back. And because, oh, I do like the red dot. I can already tell that precision red dot is gonna be beautiful for this game. The guns are very accurate, so when you have something really precise like that, it really shows in this game. It is not a full auto, so I need to click each time for it. Get a clue. Yeah, I'll get a clue. Got a raging clue. I got clue goo everywhere. Alright, so we picked up another safe house. The Blood Tree. I'm not doing any of these yet. Like I said, we'll do, once we get to the point where we can take on both Bloody Tom and Miss Whisper, we'll do an episode or two where we run through all of the underbosses, maybe even 3 episodes, depends on how long it would take. So that's when we'll do all of those, because I do want to continue on with other story stuff. This episode we're definitely doing Tran stuff. Yo, I'm a fucking baller with this thing. This is exactly why I think people should play the game. I don't think people are just hearing the negatives. I don't think they're quite understanding how fun the guns are in this game and how fun it is to just mow through these cultists. Like, it really is satisfying to kill them. When I saw a comment on Reddit, it was like 5 hours after the game had come out. So that's how you know they haven't really played the game well enough to have a real opinion. But I saw a comment that said that
just the new normal.
The health bars look like they came out of like a really old game. I love them. I think the health bars are super great.
Please
I think they're very reactive. Hello, Thomas.
I can't believe it.
I think it's really satisfying to see that full red health bar pop someone, see the white immediately show up on the bar and then glide itself down. Just in general, it's really, really satisfying and really well done. What in the bag? Lower reload rate, higher mag size. Nope. I will just take it to salvage. Thank you very much. Alright, last person we need to go get is a little bit away here. Would it be faster to fast travel here? Because I could just follow the road here. Through a cemetery. Ooh, spooky dooky. Once took a walk at my my cousin's place. Once took a walk. I don't know what this is. I kind of want to check it out just because I don't know what it is. I know that the bite marks over a house is like a vampire nest, so I don't need to go look into that. But I don't know. Is this like a little? Is it just like a loot place, or is it?
Wow.
Is it something more? What is this? Like... Oh, yeah, it's a little underground thing, huh? Huh? I don't know how to open it. Will they open it for me? They're definitely coming up. Will they open it for me? Oh, that'd be so cool. I just want to keep their attention. I want to make them continue to search up here. Come on. Open the door. Let's go. I don't got all day. Yeah, I don't know how to open this up. Is there anything that would guide me to the place to open it? Alright, I'll have to look up what these mausoleum things are later on, because I don't want to stand here for too long while we've got this quest going on, and I can always come back to it. We'll just have to remember there's a cemetery here, and the cemetery does have things inside it to do. A neighborhood watch. Where were they when all this shit went down? So I've only ever seen neighborhood watches in, like, movies and TV. And I know they're a real thing, but what exactly are they? Like, is it someone who... I mean, it's obviously a group of people, but do they journey the neighborhood? Do they actually, like, watch out for everything in the neighborhood? Or is it just like a, hey guys, keep your eyes open? Do they plan patrols and routes? Because that's more of a cop thing. How do we get in here? Do we just go in the front door? And hello, Mr. Vampy boy. Yo, stop sucking me. I don't like it. Well, let's get the siphon. I don't care about the others for just a second. Let's get the siphon. Oh my gosh. This assault rifle is very strong. Wildly strong. Aggressively strong? Is that something people say? I say that. I'm pretty sure I've said aggressively strong throughout the course of this series, like, more than once. That wasn't it, though. This is the house. So we need to find out what happened to the last person. So we're looking around for notes or signs from them. Because it doesn't look like we can actually get into this house. They hang themselves in the shed out back. They had kids. Oh, for sure. Where's the shed key? Well, whoever it is, they became a vampire. Oh yeah, makes sense that the key is over here. Dr. Young, you promised to help me. I trusted you, but you used your connection to me to drain my tears, joy, life, and fear. Your voice is constant. Whispers never stop. I'm nothing but a moth drawn to fire that consumes me over and over and over. But I know what freedom looks like. The blood trance. The blood trance needs the blood. I will get rid of mine. I will pour into the dirt, and along with it go the nightmares, the voices, the pressure in my head. I'll enjoy the silence and the freedom from you. So once again, someone hearing whispers, just like Dr. Tran was. Or, sorry, Nurse Tran. So... I mean, we're obviously opening the shed before we head back to... the place, right? It would just be rude not to finish off this person. To put them out of their misery.
How do I get this dust out of my clothes?
The dry cleaner. What do you want me to say? Dry cleaners? Washing machine? If I can go to the river, like, just stop bitching about it. That's like the 10th time I've heard that voice line. That is something I'll say. They say some voice lines too often. I'm starting to get annoyed with the vampire nest lines that we're hearing all the time. And that line about dust in her clothes is just consistent and always happening. Alright guys, we're going to hear what Nurse Tran has to say about the completed quest, although we don't have to turn it into him, so...
I can't believe I did that. I just...
Okay. Well, I guess there's no ending to that satisfying ending other than finding out what happened to those people. Well, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Follow me, subscribe to me, comment on the video, help me rise up the YouTube algorithm. I do appreciate it. Have a great day.